Health, etc., MAPE, ESP, and AP. So gusto nating malaman, Mr. Chair, paano yan nakalagay talaga doon sa curriculum? Kasi dapat age-appropriate din. Anong grade yan? Dinidiscuss sa AP. Anong grade yan? Dinidiscuss sa ESP. Baka pwedeng i-present ng DepEd.
Who from DepEd will be speaking?
I can start,
Yes.
Your Honors. Thank you, Your Honor Castro, Representative Castro. Your Honors, we actually prepared a matrix entitled Comprehensive Sexuality Education Program. It put in detail all the contents of the curriculum, depending on the level, Your Honors. Our ASEC from curriculum is currently prepared to discuss the same, Your Honors. But we will submit the document to the committee as soon as possible, Your Honor. In fact, we have a copy now, Your Honor. We can submit it.
Yes, could you submit before, sino magsasalita?
Si ASEC Janir po from...
Before you speak, could you please provide at least initially yung members na nandito so that they can also be able to follow what you're about to say. Can we have a 1 minute suspension?
Yes,
1
sir.
minute suspension.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. So, as presented po earlier, the competencies are already in our curriculum. So we mapped it together with the comprehensive sexuality education. So makikita po natin yung alignment nilang dalawa. But there's no new competencies, there's no extra subject on CSE talaga. We're just mapping whatever is already in the curriculum to...
Meaning integrated or in-integrate ninyo or existing na siya even before the RH law or even before the CSE?
Existing na po siya, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
Yes,
since
sa
when?
ating subjects. Since yung na-draft po yung K-12 curriculum, now we are updating it.
Yes,
Curriculum po.
nandun na siya. Pero may RH law na by the time, di ba? By the time that was drafted. So, in-integrate ninyo?
Yes, ina-align namin, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Anong difference sa integrate and align?
Ang integrate po parang ginagawa mo na talaga siya as part of that subject. Ang alignment is we're just mapping competencies kung saan siya
Okay,
nababagay po.
sige.
So in the document that we presented, there are certain areas where certain subjects within grade levels po ang nakamap yung learning competencies namin with the comprehensive sexuality education. For example po, if we look at grade 4, sa grade 4 po, meron mga competencies doon indirectly related to comprehensive
Why
sexuality.
did we not start? So, walang K to 3.
Meron po, pero foundational lang sa K-3.
Anong ibig sabihin ng foundational?
Foundational, we don't really talk about sexuality at that point. What we're doing is we're making them aware of certain things na kailangan nilang malaman.
Example po.
For example, in kindergarten, they identify the body parts, which
Okay.
is part of their lessons po.
And then, 1, 2, and 3.
For grade 1 naman po sa Makabansa, nakalagay po dito yung, for example, in Makabansa grade 1, nailalarawan ng bawat tao yung iba't ibang uri ng katangiang pisikal. So, minamap po namin siya. Talaga nasa curriculum na ito ng mga grade levels.
Okay. Then grade
And we're
1,
saying,
2, 3.
For grade 2 po, for example, in GMRC, for example, naipapakita ang pagiging mapagpasensya sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng mga magagalang at pananalita at wastong pagkilos.
Sige. Grade 3.
For grade 3 po, for example, in again science, describe the characteristics of living things. They grow, they respond, and they reproduce po. So those are already existing.
Ano pakiulit po?
They grow, they respond, and they reproduce.
What does that mean? Paano tinuturo yun?
So living things po. Sa
Human
biology.
beings? Living
In
things?
general po.
Question, meron pa? Wala na.
Yun lang po sa
Yan.
grade 1 to 3.
Pwede kong mapakita ito sa inyo? Galing ba sa inyo to? Pwede pakita Comsec kung officially galing sa DepEd to. Nasa ano nila eh, na makikita na sa DepEd yan eh.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Chairman.
ang tanong ko lang kailan sinimulang may implement to?
Pusik Javier, kailan inumpisahan ma-implement ito?
Your Honors, the Department Order number 31 was released or issued way before our time, 2018, Your Honors. 2018.
Ano ba, ante 2018?
So, 2018 ninyo na-implement to.
Department Order 31, yes, Your Honor.
And you're teaching it now to the kindergarten. Is that what you're saying?
No, Your Honors, the Department Order 31 is the comprehensive sexuality education proper, but for kindergarten, Your Honors, the identification of body parts already been taught a long time ago, Your Honors, even before 2018.
Even before
Yes, Your Honor.
2018,
Yes, Your
tinuturo na yung body parts.
Yes, Your Honors.
Now, I just would like to ask, Asek, Asek, you made a statement. You made a statement a moment ago that you are teaching the sexual body parts among the kindergarten students.
Body parts lang po.
Body
po.
parts in general.
Yes po.
So what do you mean ng body parts in general?
The visible body parts po, yung mukha, katawan, pero nothing really particular po. Identification.
No. Let me be clear. No, you're teaching sex body parts. So I would like to find out, how do you teach that, Mr. Chair?
Yes, ASEC, could you be more, could you be clearer on that matter?
Mr. Chair, it's just identification of general body parts, the ones that they see. So mata, mukha, pisngi, tenga, mga ganun.
So not necessarily sexual body part.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And according to Mr. Chair, 20 USEC Javier, you have been teaching this long before the DepEd Order number 31.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Mr. Chair. Now, when you received that DepEd Order number 31, what are you teaching now?
The same din po. It's the same. Like we said, we're not changing anything in our curriculum. We're just mapping the competencies that we think that will help them understand comprehensive sexuality education in the long run. So these are foundational and fundamental knowledge po that they need to establish.
Well, Mr. Chair, as I understand comprehensive sexuality education, hindi kasama yung body parts ng eyes and ears dyan. Sexual yan.
Yeah.
Am I right?
We're talking about foundational po, Mr. Chair, kasi by grade 4, doon po nalalaman yung...
What are we doing here? We're trying to change terminologies here? What I'm saying is this is a comprehensive sexuality education. Di ba? So you're telling me now na tinuturo nyo yung mata, yung ilong, are those sexual body parts? They're not. Hello, Mr. Chair.
Javier,
I will answer.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with Representative Abante. Yes, Your Honors, that's correct. The body parts are not connected to sexuality education.
So what we are after here is you teaching sexuality education. That's what we are after here, Mr. Chair. Now, according to Comprehensive Sexuality Education K-12 Curriculum Guide, ibig sabihin, nagsisimula ng kindergarten yan, di ba? So, you integrated this, or sabi mo nga kanina, hindi integrated, kundi ano yun? Align. You align this to the science subjects, am I right?
Eventually, yes, Mr. Chair. Wala pong science sa kinder to grade 2.
Okay, now look ano yung core messages dito? The human body and development. In the human body and development, Mr. Chair, it says here, sexual and reproductive parts are vital parts of the body. Yan nakalagay sa core message ninyo. The body parts can be described using the different sense organs. Different people have different bodies and capacities, including of the sexual body parts. I'd like to find out, Mr. Chair, in what grade you are teaching this?
ASEC.
Mr. Chair, I don't remember putting that in our curriculum anywhere.
Well, it says right here.
Identifying the body parts using the senses. We don't have that in the curriculum po.
Says right here, core messages.
Alam niyo ho, yun yung problema eh. Chair Abante, you still have the floor, Chair Abante, but let me just interject. That is the problem with what DepEd is doing. Ang pinapalabas ninyo sa media at sa mga gusto niyong i-please na Department Order 31, walang napaka-innocent na walang ginagawa. But iba-iba rin po yung mga linalabas ninyo. Like this one, don't tell me this is the first time you saw this. Sa website rin po ninyo nanggaling to eh. Hindi lang po, Chair Abante, hindi lang nila tinuturo ang body parts kasi meron ditong intimacy. Ito po clustering K to grade 3 core skills. Meron pang intimacy and reproduction. I mean, including sexual body. I mean, talaga ano po eh. Yan ang problema eh. Pag kaharap ninyo ang media, yung mga, I guess, those that you're trying to please, pinapalabas niyo, napaka-inosente nung ano niyo. But the word sexuality itself has such a big connotation and definition under UNESCO eh. And you keep on insisting on using that term. When all the, and your basis always sinasabi niyo sa amin is RH Law 2012, which is reproductive health, hindi sexuality. So it's really sex education. Pero again, I just want to point that out kasi iba rin yung binabasa ni Chair Abante. Nagaling rin raw sa inyo. Tapos meron kayong mga dinala dito na magsasabi mamaya na na-consult nyo sila. You will not fool us. Chairman Abante, you have the floor.
Yeah, for example, like Mr. Chair, content standards nakalagay dito. The learners demonstrate understanding of the parts and functions of the sense organs. I'd like to find out, what are those sense organs? You see, masyadong deceptive tong sinasabi nyo rito eh. This is deceptive. What are those sense organs? Performance standards. The learner should be able to practice healthful habits in taking care of the sense organs. What are the healthful habits in taking care of the sense organs? I'd like to understand that, Mr. Chair.
ASEC o USEC? Pakipaliwanag. Kasi nga iba yung sinasabi ninyo, yung pinapalabas ninyong parang very innocent yung Department Order 31. Pero ang dami kayong ibang issuances rin eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And then you insist on still using sexuality, comprehensive sexuality education when sexual education lang ang RH law.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honors, for the sense organ is the 5 senses. So for the sight, it's eyes. For hearing, ears. For touch, is the skin. And the others, Your Honors. It's not connected to sexuality, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, I believe during your time, wala itong comprehensive education, di ba? When you were studying in elementary.
I can't remember. Wala pa po. Opo. Wala pa.
No?
Wala po.
Wala pa. So, pero at that time, na wala pa itong comprehensive sexual education, you're not guilty of teenage pregnancy, are you?
Oh, no, Your
What
Honor.
I'm saying. We did not have this during my time. But we were not guilty of any teenage pregnancy. Why now? Why do we have to follow the Western ideology? Why should we, Mr. Chair? And that is what I'm trying to say now. Look, in 2004, I fought the approval of the Reproductive Health Bill. Why? Do you know why? Because I know it will come to this. Mangyayari ito eh. And during my time, hindi na-approve ang Reproductive Health Bill. Hindi na-approve yan. Until such time na hindi na po congressman, na-approve, naging batas yan. Alright? Now, bakit kinakailangan nating sundin ang Western ideology tungkol dito? Why are we not making important Filipino culture and Filipino tradition and our own religiosity? If you're going to study, Mr. Chair, yung mga members ng UNESCO, yung mga yan, most of them are actually atheists. They do not believe in God just like we do. Why do we have to follow Western ideology when it comes to this, Mr. Chair? I'd like to find out from you. I know that you're just doing your job. Di ba? You're just doing your job. But let me tell you this. You also have some moral values to follow, even if you try to do your job. And I would think that when you have those moral values, even employees of the education that are following this, Mr. Chair, should reject this when it comes to your moral values and cultural background.
Who will respond? And also, when you respond to the query of the Honorable Abante, pakidagdag na rin ng sagot. Since sinasabi nyo sa amin talaga nung huling committee meeting, reproductive health law, ang basis ninyo, who introduced the term CSE? Na wala pa namang, well, there is no CSE Act. There is no such thing. Sino sa DepEd ang nag-isip na introduce yung term na ito at ginawa pa ninyong basehan para amendahan yung curriculum po ninyo? Please respond, but include what I also added.
Your Honor, I'll answer your question, and I've asked the undersecretaries also. I'll be honest with you, Your Honor, I do not know who introduced the concept, the term comprehensive sexuality education in DepEd, Your Honors. But I'll quickly check, Your Honors, and I'll respond to your question, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
can I be recognized, Mr. Chair?
Let me first recognize, acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Plato, but the floor is still with Chairman Abante. After Chairman Abante, I will recognize the Honorable Plato. Chairman Abante, please wrap up so that we can also...
Okay. Mr. Chair, just like what Yusek Javier said, he did not actually know. All right? So therefore, this comprehensive sexuality education, which is actually, in opposition of the reproductive health law, should not be taught among our K-12 students, Mr. Chair. Tingnan, nakalagay dito, parts and functions. Nakalagay, of the reproductive system. Why do we always have to focus on the reproductive system? Nakalagay dito, puberty is a time of physical and emotional change that happens as children grow and mature. Puberty occurs at different times for different people and has different effect on boys and girls' sexual and reproductive body and functions. Why do we always have to focus on sexual and reproductive functions among our children? Let me ask you a question. Without you being an employee, an official of the DepEd, Mr. Chair, would you teach this? As a private person, would you?
As a private person, no, Mr.
You
Chair.
will not, isn't
Yes,
it?
Mr. Chair. I need expertise to do so, Mr. Chair.
Chairman Abante, sa totoo, no, we will want to find out how the phrase, the term CSE was suddenly, who introduced it in DepEd. Kasi wala pang CSE Act. Hindi pa napapasa eh. In fact, that is subject pa to, I think sa second reading pa lang sa Senate. So nagtataka ako kung bakit since 2018 ay meron ng CSE Act. Pero Chairman Abante, naiisip ko lang, bakit nila kung sino na nagpasok, alam niyo po bakit? Siguro to normalize the term eh. But again po, no, very dangerous po eh. That is why a bill was filed because the terms are very dangerous because pag in-adopt natin lahat yan, Mr. Chair, yung mga bill na nabasa ko, meron silang tinatawag na evolving capacities of the child. Meaning, at a certain time, kahit minor ka, between ages of 15 to 18, you will no longer need parental consent. Meron pa silang term, yung mature minor doctrine, which again, under certain circumstances, kahit minor ka, hindi mo na kailangan, they are trying to normalize the use of these words. Ang masama po doon, hindi nyo man hinintay na Congress, both the House and the Senate, deliberated on the matter. Walang problema, and then inaangguluhan nyo pa about ang pinupush nyo lang is to prevent teenage pregnancies. We are all in that. And that is that is sex education, not sexuality. That's why nagtataka talaga ako. But again, we will ask that you also advise this committee when this term started, was being used in the Department of Education, who introduced this. And again, babalik po ako sa inyo nang galing to. So yung Department Order 31 na sinasabi niyo ito lang ang ginagawa, hindi po totoo yan. Because merong mga intimacy and reproduction clustering K to 3 core skills. So di ba yung sinasabi po ninyo to media and to others na parang napaka-inosente pero meron kayo mga ibang issuances? So again, sana wag tayo ganito. Anyway, we want to help we all want to resolve this issue that our learners will be given the chance talaga, full knowledge para yung mga unintended teenage pregnancies ay mabawasan. But it is not, you cannot achieve that, by not being transparent, especially to parents. Yes,
With
Chair
the
Bati.
indulgence of Congressman Plato, I just would like to mention also, doon sa Section 14 ng Reproductive Health Law, nakalagay dito, the state shall provide age and development appropriate reproductive health education to adolescents. Wala nakalagay na sexuality or sex education. Now, even this law was questioned in the Supreme Court, di ba? I mean, ito bang guidelines ninyo, order number 31, ito ba'y pinapatupad pa rin, Mr. Chair, hanggang ngayon?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is unconstitutional.
Your Honor, I read the case. It's the contents of Department Order 31 are not part of those declared in the
I'm not
invoked case as
saying- I'm
unconstitutional.
not saying, Mr. Chair, that you're part of it. What I'm saying is that you are an official of the DepEd.
Yes, sir.
Because of that, you know, hindi ba? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why? Ba't to sinabing unconstitutional to? Sapagkat we uphold our Constitution, we promote morality, we preserve moral values, and we protect our youth. That is in the Constitution.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And order number 31 is highly unconstitutional. Mr. Chair, I'd like to say here that we already wrote an opposition to this Adolescent Pregnancy Protection Act and Prevention of Adolescent Pregnancy Act of the Senate Bill number 1979. But also, we would like to say, we might question this in the Supreme Court. Why? Because this is highly unconstitutional. I do not know where the former secretary got these policy guidelines on the implementation of the comprehensive sexuality education. Do you know where she got this policy guideline?
Your Honors, I do not know also, but I undertake to discover and report to the committee as soon as possible, Your Honors.
Well, Mr. Chair, that is your duty.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's your duty. How many years are you now in DepEd?
3 months, Your Honor.
So Yusek Javier, you will, I guess within the week, you will be able
Yes,
to
yes.
advise this committee how CSE, despite the fact that it is not yet a law, was that this term is now widely used because sabi nyo nga, ginagamit nyo na ngayon. And but you also undertook earlier that you will suspend the use of this phrase comprehensive sexuality education because there is no basis, except of course when you come to reproductive health. Pero yung sexuality as defined, in fact, parang walang basis eh. So,
Yes, Your Honor. I will personally raise to the EXICOM. Anyway, Your Honors, we take our cue from the President. It's the President himself that said that it should be sex education. Yes, Your Honor.
yes. And also, if there were any international bodies that went to the Department of Education in order to introduce this term, we also want to know sino mga to para maimbita rin namin, maintindihan namin bakit nila pinipilit ito sa ating mga mag-aaral within the week.
Yes, Your Honors. I will do so, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair.
Your Honors, can I clarify one item, Your Honor, just for the record?
Yes.
The document with blue font, Your Honor, is not a document from the Department of Education. It's a document coming from one of the speakers in 2016 in Likhaan proposed minimum standard in CSE presented to DepEd during the time of Brother Armin Luistro, Your Honor. So that document is not actually from the DepEd,
But then,
it's posted.
I will show you that it is posted in
Yes,
the
sir.
department. Yun yung problema eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yusek Javier yan eh. Kasi DepEd wants to appear sa media na all that you are doing is kayo lang ang gumagawa para ma-avoid yung teenage pregnancies. Hindi totoo yun. Kami rin, gusto namin ma-avoid yan. Sa mga distrito po namin, talagang yan din po ang sina-champion namin. Ang problema po, yung mga linalabas po ninyo, department orders o yung mga nasa website ninyo, including this, you first denied. Sabi nga nyo, hindi kayong gumawa, pero nakapost sa inyo. And 20 2021 pa po nakaposto after the department order. So ibig sabihin, you are at the very least tacitly endorsing it. So, yun eh, wag naman, again, let's help each other to combat teenage pregnancies. Pero, wag naman, wag na singitan ng ibang mga issue because may mga issues that we don't want to take that away from the parental consent authorization of the parents. Kailangan kasama talaga. Ganun tayo mga Pilipino. The Filipino family is the strongest unit. Hindi natin sila pwedeng hiwalay. But based on, in fact po, no, based even on the terms, hinihiwalay po ang magulang eh. Yun yung masama eh. 15 to 18 planong para pwede mong hiwalayin under the doctrines of evolving capacities, mature minor doctrine. I don't know how, in fact, some of the government agencies who have been pushing for the CSE based on international agreements will be able to justify this to our Filipino parents na tinatanggalan po sila talaga ng authority.
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Plato.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Additional tanong lang po. Sa ating mga kaibigan sa DepEd, are we applying the UNESCO and the WHO references as it is? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Plato. Yes.
Good morning, Honorable Plato. Your Honors, no, we are not applying the standards of UNESCO. I think the confusion, Your Honors, would be from the fact that the definition of UNESCO was used in Department Order 31 and was in fact cited, but that it ends there, Your Honors. We are not implementing the UNESCO approach in itself, in its entirety, Your Honors.
Honorable Plato, yan ang sinasabi ko eh. Yan ang problema, nino-normalize nila eh.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nino-normalize nila and then eventually, tinanggap na eh. So pwede yung term, after 1 year, 2 years, ipapasok na nila iba. Ngayon, they will tell media later on, wala yan. Wala yan sa ano namin. But they are now introducing UNESCO standards, international standards, which later on, sabihin nila mamaya, kasama yan sa standards. Pinaliwanag naman namin sa inyo lahat eh. That is what is unacceptable to this committee. Yes, Honorable Plato.
Yun na lang. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yun lang.
Honorable Abante, you wanted to say something?
The fact that you call it, Mr. Chair, Comprehensive Sexuality Education, yung title na lang yan, galing na yan sa UNESCO eh. Galing na yan sa WHO, hindi naman galing sa atin yan eh. Am I right?
I tend to agree, Your Honors.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
yes.
saying. It means this. Sapagkat yung mismong title ng Comprehensive Sexuality Education Program, galing yan sa UNESCO, galing sa WHO, you're going to follow what UNESCO and WHO is telling us later on. You're going to follow it. And
Unfortunately,
don't
Your
you ever tell me now that you will not. You're going to follow it later on.
Unfortunately, Your Honors, that's the impression that is made by the use of the term sexuality. And we,
In one of your papers, the one that that I gave Honorable Castro that came from you, tingnan po ninyo, ang basis ninyo is the UNESCO. Sinulat niyo na po eh. And by the way, ang Senior Education Program Specialist, Curriculum Standards Development Division, Bureau of Curriculum Development, DepEd Central Office, part yun ng DepEd.
that's correct, Your Honors.
Well, this person is the one that gave it out. I will show it to you para hindi naman magkapahiyaan.
Opo.
Pero, this is the person that actually, part ng DepEd eh.
Your Honors, in fact, after the executive committee held recently, that's part of the directive for us to review that document, including the references, Your Honor.
You told me that what I showed you was not part of DepEd. Siya ang gumawa, taga DepEd. So, yun ang problema eh. I can show you, para hindi naman kapahiya. You can
Yes,
come
Your-
over, I can show you the name.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sunod-sunod, from the back. Sino yung mga nasa likod na bumubulong sa inyo na hindi totoo yung sinabi ko na part ito ng DepEd?